Hey guys, how's it going? It's Cesar Molina back again with another video. This time we're gonna have a look around on the opposite job of mine. So I'm a recruiter. The opposite of recruiting would be to be a drill instructor. The opposite of actually having to be nice to people is yelling at their faces. So yeah. Another question that parents usually have is, how are drill instructor trained? How are they gonna train my kid? And I think that this video answers all those questions. So yeah guys, just a quick reminder, if you have any suggestions, video that you might want to see me react to, comment down below and hit that like button, subscribe for more. Alright, so let's hit it.
My name is Sergeant Gustavo Lennon, and I was previously stationed in Okinawa, Japan. So I volunteered because that's the type of person I am. I'm a go-getter. I'll go and get it. I'll never settle for less. I'll never be stagnant at where I'm at. I'll never be comfortable where I'm at. I always want to progress, and the more I progress, I feel like the more of an asset I would be to the organization.
Hell yeah, and that's the type of person you want to be, really, if you want to be a Marine. You always want to be out there, putting yourself out there to learn. Like, let's say you don't succeed the first time you try something, at least you learn, right, what not to do. So the next time, the next go around, you can actually succeed. And that's how you become successful. So that's really it. And I'm very, very proud that I've actually put people in the Marine Corps just like this sergeant right here. Probably a staff sergeant or even a gunnery sergeant right now, but amazing.
Okay, so I'm Staff Sergeant Casey Robin Goff. Casey Goff. Came from Okinawa, actually. I'm a single mom, so I had to uproot everything for a permanent move.
Wow.
Combat engineer, 1371, and I've been in almost 11 years.
Name is Sergeant Thompson. First name is DeAndre. Middle initial Lloyd. That's from my uncle that passed away a long time ago, but carry on that tradition. From 26 Mu. We just got back from our deployment this past August.
It's a premier leadership school here on the depot, and I think it's one of the premier leadership schools across the Marine Corps. I am First Sergeant Ward, the DI School First Sergeant here at Parris Island. And what I do here is provide mentorship and leadership for my instructors, advise the director, Lieutenant Colonel Kopke, and also provide leadership for the Marines that are trying to become drill instructors here on Parris Island.
But you gotta be loud when you're doing the parade because they can't hear you. Because one thing about it, they're gonna have all this stuff.
So it's almost the same transformation you see on a day-to-day basis with any Marine going to any challenging school. When they get here, they're raw material. They're a fleet Marine, which is not a bad thing, but they have some skills that they kind of lost touch with.
That is true, you know, after boot camp, MCT, your MOS school, after like 2 years in the Marine Corps, you really do lose a lot of things that you learned in boot camp, especially like screaming, yelling, doing all that crazy stuff. You lose a lot of that. Like First Sergeant said, it's not a bad thing. It's just they're gonna get you back into that, and that's pretty much what the school is about, going back into that so that they can make sure that you can actually teach these new recruits how to become a Marine, just to basically train Marine.
It's gonna be enough. I know it'll be enough because this is why I'm here, and I'm gonna put everything into this, my heart, my soul. You know, I'll be hungry, I'll be tired, but it can never be good enough. That's why I'm here. That's why I want to do this.
That's amazing, especially after hearing that she's a single mom. Like, that's pretty tough. That's pretty tough.
Those recruits see you 24/7, and you're the first eye of a Marine that they get to see besides the recruiter. Of this is what I need to be like.
And that's the main thing, right? As a recruiter, I cannot be a drill instructor. I cannot behave like a drill instructor. If I would, then nobody would want to join the Marine Corps. And that's because at first, you already made the decision. We have to be tough on you. We have to make sure that you learn everything at boot camp. And, you know, I could not go around recruiting people just yelling at them 24/7. It's just not, it's not good. It's not a good people skill. Because when you're a drill instructor, it's not about having good people skill. It's about teaching them. And by God, they're going to teach you.
Told by one of my drill instructors that I would never give my time back here at Parris Island. So this is my time back here at Parris Island, where he is.
Anything worth having is a challenge. And I can promise you now, you will be challenged every single day.
That is the main thing with the Marines. Just like you said, anything worth having, anything worth achieving is not going to be easy. It's going to take some time. It's going to take a lot of effort. It's going to take a lot of your time. And that is just basically becoming a Marine. That's all the things that you need. You need time, effort. You need to put 110%, and then we're going to ask you to put more. That's just the way it should be, in my opinion. That's one of the main things that separates us from all the other services.
It has no count.
If you're listening, it's not easy. I'll tell you that right now.
And just like it was stated before, anything that's worth something is not going to be easy. It's not going to be given to you. The drill instructors for the drill instructors. Crazy.
You have a positive mindset and you want to work, you know, the challenge is to make someone succeed. And the Commandant said that, so I'm going to steal his words from him, but General Miller said, the challenge is to make someone succeed. Most of the battle with being successful with drill is being a good leader and getting the recruits to want to win. So we try to do that with the students here. The same thing is to let them know the same thing is it's important for those specific reasons. And then on top of that, we give the students a foundation on all the drill movements they're ever going to use out as a drill instructor here.
And that is crazy because that is one of the main things that I dislike. I hate drill. I just hate it. And that's probably because I'm bad at it. So probably like after going, if I ever went to this school, which probably I won't, but if I ever did this, it would just make me a whole lot better at drill, and probably I would end up even loving it because I like the way it looks and everything. It instills good order and discipline. However, I just hate it. I think that a lot of the Marines mentality nowadays, especially, is more like drill doesn't do anything in battle, but in reality, if you pay close attention, it's close order and discipline, which does help you in battle. But at the end of the day, I would rather much have more practice with an M16 or whatever weapon system I'm using or whatever my job is. I would rather have Marines that are really, really good at their job than at drill. Just my personal opinion. Don't get butthurt.
Being a Marine and being a drill instructor is just as important as taking care of your families, and they all affect each other. You know, so you need to put just as much effort into being a good Marine as you do into being a good father or mother or husband or whatever.
That's good. That's some good stuff right there. And that's basically just Marine, not just as a drill instructor, recruiter, whatever. It's just as, not even as a Marine, just as a man. But in the Marine Corps, this is amazing to hear somebody else say that.
Like I told my roommate when I first got here, I kind of struggled with accepting the fact that I was here and I was going through it because I was constantly getting yelled at. Everybody's constantly getting yelled at. Just adjusting to the environment that we're in, though, it was a little bit difficult at first, but I would do it all, absolutely, I would do it all over again because it's part of the process, and everything that's done here is done for a reason, and sometimes you still kind of question it, but at the end of the day, when everything is said and done and the smoke's cleared, you kind of get a realization of why they did that or why they wanted us to do it this way.
And that's the main thing, that a lot of people don't realize why we do certain things the specific way that we do it. It all makes much more sense once the curtain is pulled up and we actually see the big picture.
I have a college degree, and I decided not to commission because I wanted to be a drill instructor. So one of those things was the academic side of the teachbacks. And every time you hear about a drill instructor, you hear teachbacks, teachbacks, teachbacks. It's finally that time to do them. You're trying to scream at the top of your lungs so you can break your voice to build your voice up.
So that is actually pretty amazing to hear that he actually has a college degree and he didn't want to commission because he wanted to be a drill instructor. I'm pretty sure that after he becomes a drill instructor and he finishes time as a drill instructor, he might go into a commissioning program, which I would strongly recommend for him, especially already having been a drill instructor. You would come out of there as a very good leader. I've met Marines like that before.
Sergeant Thompson,
Wow. Just wow.
hold on, it's been a while. Hold on. Let me get my voice back first. Sergeant DeAndre Thompson, 0911, drill instructor.
My name is Sergeant Lennon, first name Gustavo, and 0911, a drill instructor here on Paris Island.
Once you put the camera on the Marine's face, man, that is amazing change.
Casey Robin Goff, I'm a staff sergeant, and I'm a drill instructor for the one and only Papa Company.
Right now,
It's not an easy job. If it was, everybody be a drill instructor. But I can't change who I am. I am who I am, and I think one of the best advice that previous drill instructors have given me and going through DI school was never change yourself to become somebody you're not. So at the same time, I'm finding my way, but I'm not changing who I am as a person.
Don't change yourself, just find yourself.
Going through DI school, prepare your voice, because it's funny to say now, because I didn't realize it while I was in school, that so the louder that you are, the better that the recruits are able to hear you and know what to do. Drill Instructor Sergeant Thompson was one of the people that I looked up to, and they remember me. So when I'm gone from this earth, that my legacy is still able to live on, but also the Marine Corps legacy as well.
Say 10 years goes by and your son is sitting on the computer and he looks you up on Google or whatever the search browser is. He sees you in this, and like obviously he sees how awesome you are. What do you hope he'll say?
I hope he'll say, I remember when my mom was a drill instructor. I remember watching her get her cover. And he'll probably forget me getting my cover. But what I really hope he'll say is, my mom's freaking awesome. So if my son sees this, I want him to know that it was the hardest thing I've ever done with my life, aside from giving labor and going into labor and giving birth, all that. I just want him to know that, like, I looked the challenge straight in the face, and I stepped up to it.
Stepped up to it and conquered it. Hell yeah. That was a drill instructor school over there in Paris Island. It was amazing to see the change. There is a big change even for recruits, but I didn't know that there was this big of a change for drill instructors. There's a lot of respect for those guys. They don't sleep a lot, especially when they're in cycle. Being in cycle means that they're teaching recruits because they're responsible for all of them, so they have to keep track of them. It is a very demanding job, but I mean, pretty sure they love it. Alright guys, that's it for this video, so make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more of this, and comment down below your opinion about drill instructors, and if you want to be a drill instructor later in the future, or if you just have respect for these guys. Peace.